Pockets too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pockets too big, they.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to maneuver. And now running right through it. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Come on, let's go!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats, and even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll go on the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 7. Yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with a...
Go ahead, let's go, come on. Jump out! Jump out! No.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Brady now on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Clay Matthews. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now a handoff looking right. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15.
Go, 66. Go. Sugar.
Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. Well, Charles, the trade deadline obviously is now passed. So you look back at the number of guys that went different places. Which trade caught your eye the most?
Well, there are a few of them, and they all had one thing in common as far as I could tell. They were all made with the idea of that team winning big this year. Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix from Green Bay to Washington. Washington in first place at the time when they make the trade. They're thinking about winning their division and advancing in the playoffs, getting more help in the secondary. How about Golden Tate going from Detroit to Philadelphia? The Eagles trying to defend their Super Bowl championship, adding a receiver for Carson Wentz. Eli Apple from the Giants to New Orleans. They're thinking about not just defending the NFC South, but maybe having to play the LA Rams again in the playoffs with another corner. And Amari Cooper going from Oakland to Dallas, because Dallas believes if they have a threat out wide, it'll open things up for Ezekiel Elliott and get the Cowboys back on the beam.
Yeah, some decent names, some big trades. By the way, my favorite name in the league, Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix.
No question about it. Orlando's own.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. They'll pitch it out to Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, come on.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down. And Crosby puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. The final shot before half for Brady. And Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
And he lost the football. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
That is caught at the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run it with Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he's got some space here. Cordero Patterson past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cordero Patterson taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It gets it over the middle to come. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A give to Jones. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers now looking to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A touchdown is a must here, but of course beware of leaving too much time on the clock for Tom Brady. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's going to get it running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He's back to throw. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And he knocks it through. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Room here to run. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, they can't win, no new friends, football fans, they sleep again, we wake them up, the champs is in, we want back ends, wipe my sins,